My name is Bayron van Wyk. I'm from Namibia. I'm a master's degree student in anthropology. My focus is on, as a research practice, I focus on decoloniality within the spaces of Namibia. Decoloniality, we've seen in current years activists becoming vocal over what we call the legacies of colonialism, meaning that these activists have highlighted the fact that although formal colonization has ended in the colonies, not just Namibia, but across the world, that certain structures still remain within society, such as racism, patriarchy, and heteronormative systems. And they bring our focus to it in that they are calling for changes, for these structures to be dismantled, basically, within our societies today. It's important for Namibians to be part of the talk of decoloniality because, Namibia has been so integrated in the world system of colonial racism, starting from German colonialism, of the genocide against Ovaherero and Nama communities, continuing with apartheid injustices from South African rule. So we have to be part of the conversation. Many people within the genocide reparations movement have made sure that Namibia situates itself within this broader conversation. That's a global conversation at the end of the day, you understand? It's important to reclaim colonial spaces because they were designed to exclude one group of people, black people. And part of this reclaiming process is also reclaiming your space as an individual, because a lot of the message that went into excluding was to dehumanize you, to say you don't deserve something better. If you look at the Kurt statue, it was part of the apartheid regime's plans to remove the broader black population from the center of the city, to say that you are dirty, you don't belong with us, you don't belong in the center, the core of the city. You understand? So part of that is reclaiming your space as an African, saying, but I belong here. It's me, it's my identity, it's who I am. It's important for current German society to take responsibility, not only responsibility, but to work together with Africans and to understand our collective experience. Because, it's tragic histories that we have to work through. And it's not an easy task. It's a difficult task, and no one knows how to go about it. But the best thing is to try. That's the best thing than just simply to ignore the situation. So for a German citizen, individual, I'd say, get out there, get to know our experiences as Africans, really get to understand what it means, what these histories have impacted, have left behind on us, on black souls, you understand? That's important. And also to share their experience. What is it like to be a privileged European today? And how does that affect your relationship with those that are less privileged, that have histories of being less privileged? These are violent histories. And I don't think more violence will solve the problem, you understand? Dialogue is important. I think the decolonial movement in Berlin with the renaming of Moorstrasse is an incredible achievement for decoloniality across the world, because it sends a clear message that we are not fine with symbols of colonialism amongst us. I think that's where we have to start. Dialogue about these spaces and what it means for us, and that we simply don't feel comfortable today walking in these spaces. As an African, as a black person, I don't feel safe walking in these spaces because I am reminded of my inferiority. I'm reminded of the violence. inflicted on my ancestors. So it's important to, and then here we go again to inclusion, because it allows these people to come into these spaces and to feel comfortable in these spaces where they've been previously been excluded from. You understand?